The first-person shooter genre has been one of the most important category of games. They have been essential in establishing every important name in gaming. You don't have Xbox without Halo, you don't have Valve and thus Steam without Half-Life, you don't have esports without Counter-Strike.
Aside, and well, that's what happens when you go around the corner happy with one dig. Oh, and another one! Oh, and a third!
And you don't have YouTube without Call of Duty. What is a better point to start a video about first-person shooters than the game that is the father of it all? Doom. Doom released back in 1993 and set many of the precedents for the countless first-person shooters that followed. Multiple weapons, color-coded health pack and armor, maze-like levels, and the most important, non-stop high-octane and badass action. However, between killing monsters with a chainsaw and punching demons to death, Doom had a habit of hitting a roadblock when the player just didn't know where to go. You pick up Doom today and still there will be times where you will have just no idea where to go, mainly due to the complex map with identical hallways, secret doors and a million keycards. But aside from this hiccup, Doom is still a behemoth of a game. Even when this game was in its earliest phase of development, the developers knew that they were onto something special. So how do you go beyond this game? How do you make a game that one-ups Doom? Well, you say, Halo. Halo is the single reason why Xbox even exists today. You can pick up Halo's campaign even today and it is still better than so many of these other first-person shooters. While in Doom, the 2D sprites of enemies would just stand and shoot at the player, the enemies of Halo were much more advanced. They would flank you, ambush you, run out of the way of grenades and even dodge your bullets by rolling. On top of this, Halo also brought something new to the table, something called online multiplayer.
I got some boys here who'll make you wish you were never born. I've got Arctic Avenger.
Dark Master is in trouble.
Buffalo Soldier.
Oh, Dark Master man.
.com.
I'm a Dark Master.
And Sleeping Giant.
What? Wake up! Is what's hurt?
Yes, in a sense, Halo is the reason why today Fortnite exists. Even though Halo improved upon Doom's combat with more formidable enemies and better AI, making the shootouts more intense, it was still suffering with the same problem of getting lost while playing. Maybe not to the extent of Doom, but the problem was still there. And then, in comes Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Znami Bog. Remember, no rush.
The campaign of Modern Warfare 2 is Call of Duty at its peak. Rather than being brown and gritty, the developers actually made the game colorful. Many of the shootouts are up close and personal, rather than sniping pixels across the map. The missions were varied and diversified with big set pieces, and then we have Hans Zimmer coming in with that music going... And the multiplayer of this game even made Halo's multiplayer look small. Every major gaming YouTuber you see, they all started out playing Call of Duty multiplayer.
What's up everybody, it's Critical. This is another Modern Hippopotamus Shit 2 gameplay. This time it's going to be a little different. I'm going to give you all tips on how to be successful in this game and some stuff I do when I play this game that helps a lot.
You can even say that today's YouTube gaming exists because of Modern Warfare 2. But there was something else that Call of Duty achieved, and that was controlling its pace. Rather than going for a confusing structure like Doom or Halo, Call of Duty made a more linear approach. With a more straightforward path, it meant that there was loss in replayability value, but that also meant no more getting lost in maze-like levels. By looking at the original Doom, Halo, and Call of Duty, a good first-person shooter can be stripped down to have three fundamental qualities: make the action dynamic and satisfying, make the enemies a formidable challenge, and control the pacing of your game effectively. With these three qualities, one can make an actually good first-person shooter. And this brings us to 2018, the year when Bethesda Studios released the rebooted version of original Doom, Doom Eternal. This is where the stars align. Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal are the two best first-person shooters that exist today. Period. These two games encompass everything discussed up till now. The game completely controls its pacing without making the map linear. There are still secrets and collectibles to find, but the game also provides you with a compass that always guides the player to their next objective to progress. Meaning no more getting lost in identical hallways with no sense of direction. The shooting in these games is also unrivaled. The developers put in so much emphasis on movement. You cannot stand at one place for more than a moment. If you do, you will get annihilated by these enemies. The enemies of this game are actually intelligent and more than a standing target. The enemies have variety, every one of them has their own gimmick. Some shoot rockets, some resurrect other dead enemies, some are a towering monstrosity, some gank you and try to overwhelm the player with sheer numbers, and on higher difficulties it is a real task to survive any encounter. By having this high difficulty and wide range of enemies that are all super aggressive, the game risks the player to feel weak. But the game has a trick up its sleeve. When you kill an enemy in Doom Eternal, you don't kill them, you literally murder them. And the metal music. Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal is an example of how you make a good first-person shooter.
अरे कहना क्या चाहते हो?